Many individuals think that reaching the age of 100 revolves around daily workouts, challenging the body to its extremes, and adhering to rigid exercise regimens. But what if that's not the answer at all? What if the true key to a long life was less about rigorous exercise and more about something much more straightforward? Studies on those who reach the age of 100 or more show that while staying active is crucial, it's less about the quantity of exercise and more about the way you approach your everyday life. In this video, we're diving into 5 impactful lifestyle habits associated with remarkable longevity, all supported by research from the world's longest living communities. These aren't intricate workout plans or rigid meal plans, but rather simple habits that promote well-being in a sustainable and easy manner. If you're looking to boost your odds of enjoying a long and satisfying life, this is essential information you won't want to overlook. Make sure to stick around until the end, as some of these habits could really catch you off guard. They don't ask you to be a marathon runner or dedicate countless hours at the gym, but they do call for a change in how you view your health, your relationships, and your mindset. All right, let's dive in. First place, focusing on strong social connections. One of the most underrated yet impactful elements in achieving longevity is the quality of your social relationships. Although a lot of people think that diet or exercise is the main factor in achieving longevity, studies repeatedly demonstrate that individuals with strong, meaningful connections often live longer than those who are alone. It's more than simply knowing people or having surface-level connections. It's all about nurturing strong, heartfelt connections with loved ones, friends, and the wider community. The reality is, connecting with others isn't only beneficial for our emotional well-being. It's genuinely beneficial for your heart in a physical sense. When individuals experience feelings of loneliness or disconnection, their bodies can slip into a prolonged state of stress. This pressure results in a rise in cortisol, the hormone linked to the fight-or-flight reaction. As time goes on, increased cortisol levels can lead to inflammation, elevated blood pressure, and a compromised immune system. On the flip side, individuals who experience a deep sense of connection and purpose often enjoy reduced stress, improved heart health, and even enhanced immune function. Researchers exploring the world's longest living communities, commonly known as blue zones, have discovered that almost all centenarians possess a shared characteristic. They're intricately woven into robust social networks. Take a moment to think about the journey of 84-year-old George. After losing his spouse in his late 70s, he began to withdraw into solitude. Initially, he thought this was simply a natural aspect of aging, preferring solitude, steering clear of big events, and limiting his interactions. However, as time went on, he began to experience increased fatigue, a diminished interest in his favorite activities, and even faced high blood pressure. A neighbor reached out to him about joining a local gathering of retired veterans that met every week. Initially, George felt a bit unsure, but he ultimately decided to give it a try. In just a few months, he felt more energized, his stress levels decreased, and his doctor observed a positive change in his overall health. This goes beyond mere personal stories. Research indicates that individuals with robust social connections are 50% more likely to enjoy a longer life than those who experience social isolation. Loneliness poses a risk comparable to smoking or obesity, yet seldom receives the attention it deserves as a significant health concern. In numerous traditional societies where individuals frequently reach the age of 100, it's typical to observe households with multiple generations, close communities, and everyday social interactions that maintain mental and emotional engagement. These relationships go beyond mere enjoyment. They act as a safeguard against the difficulties that come with getting older. Even if your social circle is limited, those small yet impactful interactions can truly matter. Having a handful of meaningful, supportive friendships is far more rewarding than being surrounded by a large group of superficial acquaintances. Whether it's catching up with old pals, getting involved in a community group, or simply making it a point to chat with those living nearby, the aim is to establish a routine where socializing becomes a seamless part of everyday life. The stronger your connections with others, the more likely you are to enjoy a healthier and longer life. consider this. Your relationships might be more influential on your health than you realize. Focusing on building strong connections with others is one of the most effective and organic methods to enhance your longevity. Connecting with family, friends, or your community can significantly impact not just the length of your life, but also the quality of it. Next up, it's all about enjoying food in moderation and sticking to a natural diet. One of the most prevalent characteristics of those who reach the age of 100 is not extreme dieting or meticulously counting every calorie. It's all about enjoying food in balance and selecting wholesome, natural ingredients. It's a common belief that rigid meal plans or cutting out specific food groups are essential for a long life. But the reality is much more straightforward. People who live to be 100 years old around the globe don't stick to a strict eating plan, but they do practice mindful eating, enjoy fresh and unprocessed foods, and frequently stop eating before they reach full satisfaction. This method focuses on harmony rather than limitation. One of the most intriguing habits observed in long-lived communities is known as the 80% rule, a practice found in places like Okinawa, Japan, where individuals cease eating when they feel approximately 80% full. This minor adjustment helps the digestive system operate smoothly without burdening the body with unnecessary calories. When we overindulge, our bodies have to put in extra effort, which can result in inflammation and a higher chance of developing conditions such as diabetes and heart disease. On the flip side, consuming food until you feel satisfied rather than overly full eases the burden on your body, enhances metabolic function, and supports a longer, healthier lifestyle. Consider the story of 82-year-old Ruth. She had dedicated a significant portion of her life to enjoying 3 hearty meals each day, frequently clearing her plate simply out of routine. After moving in with her daughter, who had a background in nutrition and longevity, Ruth started to implement some small changes. She began incorporating more vegetables into her meals, reducing her intake of processed foods, and opting for slightly smaller servings. In just a few months, she experienced a sense of lightness, increased energy levels, and even saw enhancements in her digestion. It wasn't a huge transformation, just a subtle adjustment in perspective and routines. In addition to managing portion sizes, the quality of what we eat significantly impacts how long we live. Individuals who reach the age of 100 typically avoid heavily processed foods and artificial ingredients. Rather, their meals consist of vibrant vegetables, juicy fruits, wholesome grains, crunchy nuts, and nourishing fats. A lot of people also incorporate plant-based proteins along with some fish or lean meats into their diets. It's not about cutting out specific foods completely. It's about selecting wholesome, nutrient-rich choices to build every meal around. Another important aspect is when you eat your meals. Numerous individuals who reach the age of 100 tend to have their biggest meals earlier in the day, which helps their bodies digest food effectively and rest well during the night. Eating late at night can lead to metabolic problems, weight gain, and disrupted sleep, all of which may speed up the aging process. On the flip side, individuals who have their last meal earlier in the evening and give their bodies a chance to fast overnight often experience improved digestion, steadier energy levels, and a more favorable aging process overall. The social and emotional ties we have with food are often the most underrated elements when it comes to eating for a long, healthy life. Numerous enduring cultures highlight the importance of communal dining, cherishing meals with family and friends, and viewing food as a source of enjoyment rather than a hurried necessity. This approach not only enhances connections but also aids in managing portion sizes and promotes a more deliberate, thoughtful eating experience, both of which lead to improved digestion and overall health. If you want to enhance your longevity, the aim isn't to follow a rigid eating plan or deny yourself the treats you enjoy. Instead, prioritize balance by opting for whole foods instead of processed options, and be mindful of your portion sizes and meal timing. Making small, sustainable changes can significantly enhance your long-term health while keeping you feeling free and unrestricted. If you're still tuned in and appreciating these insights, drop a number 2 in the comments to show me you're with me. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the perfect time. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you stay updated with all the latest content. Your support enables us to keep producing engaging material that informs and inspires you. Let's keep pushing ahead. Thirdly, it's all about handling stress and embracing a mindful lifestyle. One of the most underestimated factors in longevity isn't diet or exercise. It's how well you manage stress. While some level of stress is inevitable, chronic stress is one of the biggest contributors to premature aging, heart disease, and weakened immune function. People who live to 100 aren't immune to stress, but they have developed habits that allow them to navigate life's challenges without letting stress take a lasting toll on their bodies. Whether through relaxation techniques, daily routines, or simply adopting a calmer mindset, learning how to manage stress effectively is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. When stress becomes chronic, it triggers an ongoing fight or flight response in the body. This leads to elevated cortisol levels, increased inflammation, and a higher risk of developing conditions like hypertension, digestive disorders, and even memory loss. Many people who reach 100 have one thing in common. They don't let stress control them. Instead of reacting with panic or frustration, they embrace a slower, more mindful approach to life. This doesn't mean they don't face hardships. It means they've learned to adapt, accept, and move forward without allowing stress to consume them. Consider the case of 80-year-old Leonard. He had spent most of his working life as a high-stress executive, constantly dealing with deadlines, long hours, and high-pressure situations. After retirement, he found himself feeling just as tense, worrying about finances, family, and health. It wasn't until he started practicing mindfulness, taking morning walks, breathing deeply, and simply focusing on the present that he noticed a change. His sleep improved, his blood pressure stabilized, and for the first time in years, he felt a sense of peace that had been missing for decades. In the world's longest-living cultures, stress management isn't an afterthought. It's built into daily life. Many centenarians practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or prayer. Others engage in simple, calming activities such as gardening, knitting, or even enjoying an afternoon tea with friends. These small rituals may seem insignificant, but they play a crucial role in keeping stress levels low and preserving overall health. One of the most effective ways to reduce stress is to create a daily routine that allows for moments of stillness. Whether it's setting aside time in the morning to reflect, winding down in the evening with a good book, or simply learning to let go of unnecessary worries, finding a way to reset the mind can have profound effects on longevity. Research indicates that individuals who incorporate daily relaxation techniques often experience lower inflammation levels, enhanced immune responses, and a decreased likelihood of developing dementia. A key element is maintaining an optimistic perspective on life. A lot of people who reach the age of 100 have something in common. They focus on the positive aspects. Rather than dwelling on losses or potential pitfalls, they celebrate gratitude and discover happiness in the little moments. This change in perspective goes beyond just benefiting mental well-being. It has a direct impact on the body by lowering stress hormones, enhancing heart health, and increasing overall resilience. If stress has been a regular part of your life, the great news is that it's always possible to turn things around. Mastering stress management doesn't mean you have to overhaul your entire life. It just refers to the act of making deliberate, mindful decisions each day that enable your body and mind to unwind. By embracing mindfulness, finding relaxation, or changing your perspective, lowering stress could be one of the key actions you take for a longer, healthier life. Fourth on the list is keeping your mind engaged and always seeking new knowledge. One of the most significant indicators of a long life isn't solely about how you maintain your physical health. It's all about how effectively you nurture your mental well-being. Individuals who reach the age of 100 often maintain mental engagement, embrace lifelong learning, and stimulate their minds in ways that help them stay sharp. It's all about creativity and sharing your unique perspective. It's all about staying curious, diving into new passions, and keeping the mind engaged as we grow older. Just like muscles lose strength when they're not exercised, The brain can also deteriorate if it doesn't receive regular stimulation. One of the major worries for those in their later years is the decline in cognitive abilities. Although some memory decline is a normal part of life, research indicates that individuals who pursue continuous education experience notably reduced instances of dementia and cognitive decline. Engaging the mind boosts neural pathways, enhances mental toughness, and helps mitigate the effects of aging on cognitive function. This is why so many people who reach 100 years old keep themselves engaged with hobbies, dive into books, pick up new skills, or embrace fresh challenges, such as learning to play an instrument or mastering a new language. Meet Dorothy, an 85-year-old who dedicated a significant part of her life to shaping young minds as a school teacher. After retiring, she noticed that her days began to blend together in a monotonous cycle, filled with mindless television, endless chores, and the same repetitive habits. As time went on, she began to observe minor memory slips and challenges with focus. Worried about her mental sharpness, she chose to take action. She became a member of a local book club, began tackling crossword puzzles every morning, and even enrolled in an online history course. In just a few months, she experienced heightened engagement, increased alertness, and a deeper connection to her surroundings. Stimulating your mind doesn't have to be anything over the top. Little, steady actions can lead to significant impact. Numerous individuals who have reached the age of 100 often attribute their longevity to straightforward daily practices, such as playing chess, trying out new recipes, or having meaningful discussions with friends. It's essential to keep the mind engaged by consistently introducing fresh ideas and concepts for it to explore and understand. Just like working out keeps your body in shape, engaging your mind ensures it operates at peak performance. A key element in keeping your mind sharp is steering clear of mental stagnation. Individuals who get stuck in strict habits, refrain from exploring new ideas, or shy away from thought-provoking discussions tend to face quicker cognitive deterioration. Conversely, individuals who actively pursue fresh experiences, be it exploring a new destination, diving into a new pastime, or engaging in thought-provoking discussions, maintain a nimble and keen intellect. Connecting with others is important for maintaining a healthy brain. Engaging in discussions demands sharp thinking, the ability to remember details, and an understanding of emotions, all of which enhance mental capabilities. This is why people who reach the age of 100 and stay engaged with others often show a slower decline in mental abilities compared to those who isolate themselves. From diving into the latest happenings to sharing captivating tales from yesteryears, or just enjoying some lighthearted exchanges, connecting with others stimulates the mind and helps safeguard it against the effects of aging. The main point is straightforward: to enjoy a long and mentally stimulating life. Always keep the thirst for knowledge alive. Engaging in a new hobby, diving into interesting reads, or enjoying thought-provoking conversations can significantly benefit your long-term health by keeping your mind active. Curiosity fuels the mind, and the more you nurture it, the more powerful it becomes. If you're still tuned in and appreciating these insights, drop a comment with the number 4 below to show me you're with me. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the perfect time. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any of the exciting content coming your way. Your support enables us to keep producing engaging material that informs and inspires you. All right, let's keep going. Coming in at number 5, it's all about cultivating a strong sense of purpose and establishing a daily routine. One of the most remarkable characteristics observed in individuals who reach the age of 100 isn't necessarily a flawless diet, rigorous workout regimen, or even superior healthcare access. It's a powerful drive. People who reach the age of 100 around the globe often rise each morning with a distinct purpose, whether it's nurturing loved ones, giving back to their community, or savoring the little joys in life. This feeling of direction isn't merely a pleasant thought. Research has shown connections to reduce stress, improve cardiovascular health, and potentially even an extended life expectancy. When individuals possess a strong sense of purpose, their physical responses to stress tend to vary significantly. They generate reduced amounts of cortisol, enjoy improved sleep quality, and generally adopt healthier lifestyle choices. Research indicates that people who have a clear sense of purpose in life tend to experience lower rates of chronic illnesses, depression, and cognitive decline. On the flip side, individuals who experience a loss of purpose, particularly following retirement or significant life transitions, face a heightened risk of health problems and potentially earlier death. Anticipating something enjoyable every day isn't just good for your mood. It also offers biological benefits. Consider the story of 87-year-old Frank. After stepping away from his career in carpentry, he faced challenges with a sense of identity. With no projects to engage him, he experienced a sense of restlessness, uncertainty, and a hint of feeling adrift. However, when his granddaughter requested him to show her the process of crafting basic wooden furniture, everything shifted. Frank began dedicating his mornings to his workshop, showcasing his talents and imparting his expertise. The transformation was instant. His vitality surged, his spirits lifted, and even his physician observed remarkable improvements in his general well-being. It wasn't just about keeping occupied. It was about engaging in something truly significant. In the cultures known for their longevity, this idea is frequently woven into the fabric of everyday existence. In Okinawa, Japan, there's a concept called ikigai, which embodies a profound sense of purpose that keeps individuals actively involved even as they grow older. In Sardinia, Italy, numerous centenarians remain active, tending to their gardens, caring for animals, and supporting younger generations and their families. The important thing isn't the exact activity, but rather the sense that their contributions continue to hold significance. This focused approach keeps the mind engaged, alleviates loneliness, and enhances overall health and emotional balance. In addition to having a sense of purpose, establishing a daily routine is essential for maintaining longevity. A lot of people who reach the age of 100 tend to stick to organized, regular routines that provide them with a feeling of stability in their daily lives. From rising at a consistent hour to incorporating gentle movement and sticking to straightforward daily routines, these practices assist in harmonizing the body's inherent cycles. Establishing a consistent routine can significantly reduce stress levels, promote better sleep, and boost digestion, all of which play a vital role in leading a longer and healthier life. Another overlooked aspect of routine is the importance of movement throughout the day. While many people assume that longevity requires intense exercise, centenarians rarely go to gyms or push their bodies to exhaustion. Instead, they incorporate movement naturally, walking to visit friends, tending to gardens, or simply staying active through daily responsibilities. This approach keeps the body strong without the strain of high-impact workouts, proving that longevity isn't about how much you exercise, but how consistently you move. The bottom line is this: if you want to live a long, fulfilling life, find something that gives you purpose. Whether it's a hobby, a role in your family, or simply a reason to get up and start the day, that sense of meaning can add years to your life. Combine that with a steady, manageable routine, and you create a foundation for both physical and emotional well-being. Living to 100 isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about waking up each day with a reason to keep going. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on these 5 powerful habits that can help you live a longer, healthier life. It's not about spending hours in the gym or following extreme diets. It's about making small, sustainable choices that add up over time. The world's longest living people don't just focus on physical health. They cultivate strong relationships, manage stress, keep their minds sharp, and wake up each day with a sense of purpose. What stood out to you the most? Which of these habits do you already practice, and which one do you think you could work on? The key to longevity isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Small adjustments, such as nurturing relationships with family and friends, being intentional about your meals, engaging your mind, and fostering a clear sense of direction, can significantly enhance both how long you live and the richness of your experiences. We can't wait to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below and tell us one thing you discovered today and how you intend to apply in your life. We value your opinions, so feel free to let us know what you think. Your feedback truly inspires and uplifts us. If you found this video enjoyable and useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support enables us to keep producing engaging material that informs and inspires you. We appreciate your support and can't wait to catch you in our next episode.